This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and today we're going to look at an accessory. We don't have time to do that very often, but I think this one's worth looking at. This is the Logitech Pro Keyboard for the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 12.2 and Note 12.2, and we're going to look at it now. So the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2, you've watched that review, haven't you? Maybe even bought one, so now you're in the market for a keyboard. Well, it kind of wants to be something more like a laptop in a lot of ways. At least that's how Samsung envisions it. And the same thing is true of the Tab Pro 12.2, which is the same tablet, only minus the pen feature. So anyway, two keyboards on the market right now. Zag came out at the same time that the tablet came out. Logitech came out a little bit later. The Zag is $99. The Logitech Pro that we have here is $129. But there's some things I like better about it. We're going to try to review the Zag for you as well. But this is what the box looks like. Unlike laptops and smartphones where you generally don't have to identify a box. I know you go into Best Buy or some other store and there's a million boxes. So that's what the box looks like. End of exciting box. And this is what the case looks like. We're going to look at it all around. It's got that kind of rugged ballistic nylon, kind of stiff, makes scratchy sounds if you do that, surface on it. And this part right here is a kind of rubbery plastic that feels very nice. It's more grippy and it stops it from sliding on the table. Cut out here for the camera and the flash, as you can see, scalloped out enough so you shouldn't get any vignetting or anything on the flash. That makes perfect sense. Front face is 100% that kind of ballistic nylon with a rigid inner material too, and voila, there's the keyboard section right there. Now what's pretty cool about a tablet this big is you can actually have a reasonable sized keyboard. Folks who use 8-inch tablets with little Bluetooth keyboards, man, I admire you, because I just find those too small. 10 inches even still kind of small. At 12.2 inches, you're talking the size of smaller Ultrabook or laptop, so pretty roomy here. Logitech makes just very good keyboards in general. They make regular standalone USB keyboards, Bluetooth keyboards. They're pretty keyboard busy business, shall we say. So it's a very pleasant typing experience on this, and good relief. You can see how high the keys are. Also nice is that the surface is kind of a little bit more rubbery, a little bit more tactile. We have the shiny stuff around the sides that are guaranteed to get, with fingerprints eventually, but that's not too important. Large keys, nicely shaped, little concave, so a very pleasant typing experience. A lot of travel here. That's what counts. Notice the rubber feet here. They're designed so when you close it up, you don't have this hitting against the screen. Also, up here, there's a little rubber ridge as well, just a little bit, so that your screen is not banging against the keys or against even this hard plastic part right here. This gully, as you might imagine, is where the tablet sits when you sit it up in tablet mode. Not much going to be going on in ports here. By the way, you can stick your stylus in here, the included pen, if you get the Note Pro version of this, or you can just use this as a grab point to open it, because it's a magnetic cover, so it takes a little effort actually to open it. But no ports to see, except for on the side here we have a micro USB charging port. Logitech says this is good for about 3 months on a charge. Well, we don't have 3 months to wait, do we? So we'll see, but probably is the truth. Ironically, if you do buy a Tab Pro 12.2 or Note Pro 12.2, you get a USB 3.0 style charging connector, so you're going to have to find another micro USB standard kind of connector right there. This is your on-off switch, and it will go to sleep automatically if you don't use it for a while, so you won't drain your keyboard. And that's the pairing button. The first time you buy it, it's going to go straight into pairing mode because it hasn't found any little tablet buddies yet. But after that, if you need to repair it with something else, then you would press the button. Feels pretty sturdily put together, weighs 1 pound, 4.8 ounces according to our digital scale, so about 1.25 pounds. So put that together with our tablet, and you're looking at under 3 pounds total weight. Still lighter than an Ultrabook, but getting kind of close to it. When we close it up, that's what it looks like. So again, there's a magnet here. It's not impossibly difficult to open, but you can see I'm lifting up a fairly heavy tablet, and it's still not separating, so it really takes a little bit of work. Tablet is inset a little bit to protect it. All ports are readily available. You can even pull the pen out. There's a cutout here, so you don't actually have to put it in the little external pen holder that they have here. Pretty strong rubber clips. Not too hard to get in and out, though. Here, the tablet's inset quite a bit. A little hard to see, I know, but you go in about a good ½ an inch before the tablet starts. So you've got more protection there. The IR port is there. It is not blocked. It's a little bit obscured, but not enough to stop it from working. On the side there, got your headphone jacks accessible. Your speakers are not covered, so designed very nicely in terms of using it. So when you want to use it, two positions available. You can use it like a tablet, and it's designed to just flatten out like that. So you get a little bit of lift, which is actually a little bit more ergonomic and comfortable when you're using it, or if, say, you want to use the on-screen keyboard. Makes perfect sense. Works just fine that way. And you can use it as sort of pseudo laptop. I almost wish that the little tray was a little bit deeper. Because this is a fairly large, heavy tablet, you know, there's more of a chance that you can knock it over. So you can see what I'm doing to it. It's reasonably stable. If you poke at the screen to do something, it's not going to fall over. There is a little bit of wobble there, not too bad. Not as stable as a laptop, though. So just to demonstrate what it's like to type on it. Now I'm actually typing, this is a better keyboard than I expected, and it works just perfectly there. So you can see I'm not like scrunching in or anything like that. It's perfectly normal, ergonomic kind of experience. Absolutely normal keyboard layout. Here we have a little Del key over here. We have an oversized backspace key, shift key, caps lock key, everything you would expect. And we have Android function keys up here, multimedia playback controls, quick launch of calendar, of your email. You get the idea. Multitasking. We have a home button over here, FN to do the blue line buttons. So say I want to start voice control, FN plus that key right there. If I want to bring up the on-screen keyboard, FN plus the Alt key. So good layout, Android-centric buttons here. We've got the search button, all the things that you would want. Functionally speaking, it's about as good as you're going to get for an Android keyboard. And it's pretty protective too, thanks to the ballistic nylon with the insert in there, the rigid plastic we have on one side. It's pretty protective. It feels nice in hand. If you know, I'm not going to slam this on the table too much, but you get the idea. It's fine, and this is going to stop it from scratching. The edges are pretty well protected on this, so it's a good case. It's not an OtterBox. It's not something that you're going to use to bash a burglar with, but honestly, it's pretty darn rigid. You might actually be able to do that. One thing to note, though, this is magnetically held shut. This does not act as a smart cover and wake up the tablet when you do that. The good part is, if you're carrying it around in your bag, with some of the smart covers, they shift around a little bit like this, and they turn your tablet on and off constantly in your bag. That's certainly not going to happen here. So that's a Logitech Pro Keyboard, just available now for the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2 and the Tab Pro 12.2. And it's a pretty darn good keyboard, really. The 12 inches gives them lots of room to make a nice tactile keyboard experience. Good protective case, not too heavy. I like it. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Don't forget to hit that like button.